Well, he was known as the trainer to the stars, and he's the man that Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has tapped to chair his council on physical fitness. Now he's using his clout to battle the epidemic of childhood obesity. So please welcome back to the 700 Club our dear friend Jake Steinfeld. Bodies by Jake. Jake, God bless you.
What do you say, buddy? How you
Good
doing?
to see you. Fine.
Man, it feels great coming back. It's like old home week.
Yeah, it's not. You're welcome.
It really is. The set looks fantastic. You're looking very sporty, very muscular as always.
Well, not as muscular as you are, buddy. I'm telling you, you are really. How do you stay so fit? What do you do?
Well, you know what? It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, we and you do this a lot on the show too. You talk to people, you hear questions, and people ask, "How do you get in shape? What do you do?" You know, it's about a lifestyle change. It really is. And I think once you get involved in exercise, you remember I tell a story. I was a fat kid with a really bad stutter growing up. And my dad bought me a set of weights when I was 14 years old, and it changed my life. I mean, you know, not only did the weights build my body, but it built my confidence and self-esteem. And it gave me all the incentive in the world to say to myself, well, wait a second, you know, I want to do something with my life. And really, you know, fitness is my drug. You know, we hear a lot of people, a lot of stories about how people go one way or go to the other. And fitness has just been very, very good to me.
Man, you have more pieces of exercise equipment. There are millions of them out there.
You've been so supportive. Everyone here at the club has been great. The Family Channel, the days of the Family Channel. And big brother Jake and your son Tim is a dear friend and has been so supportive of everything that we've done. And I just want to say to everybody at home, this guy is the real deal. I mean, you've been so supportive of my career and everything that we've been able to build, the Fit TV, and now we have Exercise TV, the first on-demand fitness television network. And you mentioned about Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, I go back a long way with Arnold. Since I was 19, I've known Arnold.
Were you and he working together in contests?
He's the king, man. I was the king of bodybuilding, man, and I was a little midget, you know. But he has been a great friend, and asked me to chair his council on fitness back in '06. And as we talked, you know, there was an epidemic in this country, and it's terrible about childhood obesity. But I'm the positive guy, so you know there are ways to curb type 2 diabetes with exercise. And if you think about it, this generation of kids might not outlive their parents.
Stop it! Are you serious?
And when you think about that, you know, but there are simple things that we can do, and it's really just about getting started. And we came up with something it's actually called our Governor's Challenge, where we get kids active 30 to 60 minutes every other day for a month. You know, and it's just about getting started.
What's the incentive?
Well, the incentive is that you're building confidence and self-esteem in kids. You know, in our state of California, the first year we did this, we had 10,000 kids in '06 take our challenge. '07, we had 70,000 students. This past year in '08, we had 158,000. Just to give you an idea, the President's Challenge had 83,000 students throughout the country. This year, Pat, we're already at 220,000 students in the state of California taking our Governor's Challenge. And we've had great sponsors, General Mills, Anthem Blue Cross, Kaiser Permanente. And we talk a lot about, you know, regulating, you know, fast food, or, you know, regulating beverage companies or cereal companies. I'm not a believer in that. I'm a big believer in education. You know, you need to educate. We need to educate our kids. And if you see a commercial for, you know, like a McDonald's, it doesn't say eat 4 Big Macs at lunch, right? You know, everything in moderation, because when you're exercising, you can eat. So I say we should work with the fast food companies, work with the beverage companies.
What's the carrot? You got to have a carrot. You got to, you know, to bring them in. What is the incentive?
Well, the incentive is a long, healthy life, man. And
that's
if
enough for a teenager.
Well, for kids, is, you know, what we do in California. You know, the schools that actually sign up the most amount of kids, add a good nutrition program, are eligible for a brand new fitness center, which we put into their school. It's worth over $100,000, thanks to the folks at Anthem Blue Cross, who have been extremely supportive. General Mills, another great company, has been so supportive of our Governor's Challenge, where we give $5,000 checks, $10,000 checks to people who go above and beyond the call of duty, our unsung heroes in California. And what we want to do is take this across the country, because there are so many great people and so many great kids. And, you know, when we watch the news sometimes, especially in LA, you're seeing Latino kids or African American kids on the news, and they're always being carted away in handcuffs.
Yeah.
And here, what we try to do is, when we put these fitness centers in these schools, you're seeing communities come together.
Yeah.
We put a fitness center in a school, Cecil Avenue Middle School in Central California, where the entire community, 883 students came out with their parents, with educators, with muckety mucks in town, all come out at this dedication of this fitness center. And it's mind-boggling to me that, just this morning I was watching the news, and I guess there was a shooting at a school, and it's there, CNN is covering it live, everyone's covering it live, at our event, where here are kids doing something positive, that a couple of cameras comes out, maybe there was a little traffic on the freeway, we couldn't get there, Jake, but more and more, there are so many kids, it's just like you see, so many people are doing great things in this country, and we want to honor that. We want to highlight that, and that's what our challenge is about.
You got a youngster. How long does it take to get him? You start him exercising. How long before he gets hooked on exercise and he really makes it a lifestyle?
That's a great question. We see immediately the sense of exercise when these kids start to exercise. What starts to happen? I call it an upward spiral. If a kid is exercising, they feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
They feel better about themselves. They're healthier. They're not out sick. They're not cutting school. They're not taking drugs. They're not smoking cigarettes, right? They're not joining gangs. They're sitting in their classroom. They're less fidgety. If they're less fidgety, they're more focused. If they're more focused, they do better on their tests. They do better on their tests. Their teachers are happier. Mom and dad are happier, and they become happier. All about starting with a push-up or a sit-up or a dance class or taking a walk around the block or getting on your bike. That's what our governor's challenge is all about.
What's
is
that pyramid? You've got a fitness pyramid.
Well, this is a little inside news.
All right,
we're talking about actually creating. You've heard of the food pyramid, right? And that's pretty good. But I think a lot of the companies are afraid of the food pyramid, if you will. What we're creating is something called a fitness pyramid that we can hopefully nationalize. That it will be a poster in a kindergarten class, all the way to a commercial that a great company like a General Mills or a Coca-Cola company can actually sponsor to promote physical education and physical fitness. Once again, it's like you teach about education. It's really what it's about. And when you're educated, you feel smarter, you feel better about yourself, and you do a couple of push-ups, a couple of sit-ups. You sit up a little bit straighter. And if you showed up at the gym with me this morning, it would have been a perfect day.
Well, I got to the gym at 7:30, and I was there at 5.
I was there at 5. I don't know.
You made me feel so bad. I thought we were going to be there at 7:30, but anyway, it's a pretty gym, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's actually fantastic. And just to see the faces on the kids when we do dedicate a fitness center. Pat, it's unbelievable because it's a brand new fitness center, and we usually put it in an inner city middle school. And these are kids who don't get anything brand new. It's usually a hand-me-down pair of sneakers or a sweatshirt, let alone brand new fitness equipment. And once again, I have to say it again, Anthem Blue Cross has been the sponsor, and General Mills have been our sponsor, being able to put these fitness centers in these schools in California. So this gift really starts to give when we leave. And what happens is with that fitness center being there in the school, they use it for community outreach. They use it on weekends for parents to come in, to do weight training classes. It's just, it's a great thing.
If somebody wants to do this in their state, what do they got to do?
My goodness, you can get in touch with us at calgovcouncil.org in California. calgovcouncil.org. Maybe you guys can have it on your website. But we're working with a few other states right now who have asked our assistance to help them, in their states. So it's working, man.
Well, I'm proud
it's
of you.
working.
Jake, God bless you.
God bless you, buddy. It's great to see you, man.
Good to see you, too.
I love that round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Body by Jake, ladies and gentlemen. He's a wonder. Well, we'll be back with more of the 700 Club right after this.
He's a wonder.
He's a wonder.